album To Pimp a Butterfly, which is like the most artistic, the most like black album you can make, you know, and it was just like glorifying his people and trying to tell a story about the hood and like why everybody wants to get out of it.
And sometimes you gotta get your fingers dirty and, you know, brush your hair and pick up chords from your room, so that way, you know, you look like you're doing something important. So look, all that stuff, you know, maximize it. That looks complicated. Just multiple tracks. You gon' get it right. You don't need $1 million equipment to make good music. Just buy it to invest in yourself. That's the whole takeaway, man. For Wilmington, man, we do things for ourselves with the community. That's it ain't nothing but a button. It ain't nothing but a button.
Excuse me real quick, y'all. It's a camera in the room, so I got
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta do everything in one take. You gotta do everything in one take, and it's recorded, bro. So they ain't nice. And we gonna know it by one take. Yeah. Full of one, or we gonna edit it out. Well, being an independent artist, let me say, it is a very rough road. You know, it's hard to find support. It's hard to sometimes keep yourself going in a creative space that you think is beneficial, you know. And so I know for myself, being a part of Rebels and the Savage, I try to make music more for myself and for my own gratitude. And if I feel like if I can convey that to myself in a way that I know is overwhelming, I feel like that translates throughout our artistry.
Right now, 16 on the track and it right now, but I got my background, I ain't gonna back down if I'm coming to you. Motherfuckers, they hear me spitting all money too.
I need to stop bullshitting and write this verse, bro. For real, I'm tapping. Like, being an independent artist it's just a cool thing, and it's very hard. People don't understand how much hard work and dedication, long nights, early mornings it takes just to get everything together as far as promotion, making the song, and paying for everything. It's a long process, and it's very hard because just a shortage of money.
We back. Live from Wilmington. What we're doing here is we are about to officially start, you know, greatness and good music in Wilmington with the help of Matt and Kevin Cherry, who sent me the notifications. So this officially begins history, bro. History in the making. And you are a part of that. Some more questions to the ones now. Alright. Alright. You got one take. That's all I got. That's all the space I got on my computer.
I'm weak.
Yeah. That's it.
Let me get you right. Being an independent artist, it is very hard, like managing between work, your personal life, sleep, like it gets stressful, especially because a lot of people don't look into it. Like when you're looking for like producers to work with, you know, you gotta pay for beats, you gotta pay for studio time, you gotta pay for promotion. There's like so much into it, and if you ain't got like if you don't have a real hustle motivation, then it's extremely hard. But as far as like, it's about you really have to love it, you have to enjoy it in order for you to how to put it, in order for you to continue and make it a long term.
All right, man. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you come with us.
Yeah, let's go. Like, okay, yeah, he's saying some deep shit, but I'm still able to listen to this in the club. Like, I'm still able to play this like in my car and rock my head. And, like,
That's like that Kendrick Lamar style.
Yeah, like I want some shit like that. Like I want to be able to like still. I want to be able to get to a lot of different people. I don't want to just focus on one group. I want to have a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I am versatile and I do like all types of instruments. You can play the guitar and I'll probably freestyle to it and like listen to this shit to it. So it's like yeah, I want to put that into the world. I want to be known for like only this one thing, but I do want to spit that real shit on everything I'm on. Yeah, I had a boss who can't take no more losses, better be no professional, give them my office and they tryna see me, I'm making them nauseous. I think that I lost my grind with a purpose and run when I'm hurt. Fought my depression, I'm putting this working. I'm out of town, still putting that work in. Whatever you do, just make sure it's worth it. All of my niggas be blood, all of my brothers is Billy. Happy these niggas
Man, to be honest, like it's hard. Like it's hard. It's like trying to like figure out who, like, where can you go next with like music and shit. So yeah, mix master really. So common misconceptions produce, like, mixers are literally I'm really producing right now. Like, I'm not really mixing, and that's like the common misconception right now. Like when you're building a track, working on vocals, trying to get how the vocals to sound, like that is mixing. Like you're making a track sound how you want it to. So then like after that, you're gonna send it to like a mixing engineer, and what that mixing engineer is, you're going to stem all your vocals out. You're going to be like, this is how I want my song to sound. And then a mixer is like, okay, I've produced for Kanye and stuff like that. So you sonically, their level interpretation of music is at whatever, you know, whoever you're dealing with, like Alex Toomey, or I forgot, Jay-Z's mix engineer, or whoever's mixing your stuff, Ali. So then you send it to them and you're like, oh snap, like they must have like a Grammy nominated sense of how a track is supposed to sound. So they really don't mess with how your track sounds. They just kind of add their touches, add their finishing touch, like polish it up. And then once you get it back from them, it's going to sound louder, probably more in your face. Like it's going to add their flair sonically. Like they're not going to do anything auto-tune or anything like that. Then you go to a master, and all a master does is make sure that you can play your track anywhere, on the laptop, on your headphones, anywhere, and you get the same vibe. Like, you don't want to have a track that has so much bass in it that you really can only enjoy it in the car. Like, I want a dude on Apple earbuds to be able to enjoy the bass like a dude that's in the car, like a dude playing on their laptop, like a dude playing on a Beats Pill, like a dude playing on like a AM radio. Like, that's basically what the importance of a mastering is. But long story short, like, you don't need to do any of that. As long as your music is good, there's plenty of music that doesn't have any of that going on. But that's what the music business tells you is the correct way to go about production and music. But I can tell you right now, a lot of the music that they put out there is just like, oh, they make it in a hotel room on tour and then it's out the next day. So just make good music, man. That's all you have to do.
The check's on me. The check's on me. The check's on me.
See, this is why, like, usually, like, when nobody's here, I'll just be like in here. It's so tedious. But that's, if you want it to sound good, like, you have to do all the little tedious shit. Or like do it on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Should I do it with a deeper voice?
Just however you.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Salve. Plotting. I got it. Now guala. Follow. They say, then I'm out the way.
It's a longer road. You can get
That's the first thing I said, bro.
You can get the same place. It's just gonna take like 10 times longer. But you learn a lot being independent. So like you go through the trial and error and you kind of learn it yourself, versus if you're not independent, you have somebody else already telling you like the ins and outs. When you're independent, you kind of gotta, like, we've had deals fell through with like management and bad deals with other people, but being independent, like, you got to go through that type of stuff to learn. It's just going to take a lot longer.
Alright, cool. You tell me when. If I'm dreaming, please don't wake me up, 'cause I don't wanna face it's reality. Oh no, and if I'm dreaming, please don't, just please don't wake me up, 'cause I know.
That was loud.
Yeah, I'm about to say that joint's spicy. Me on my celly, I can pull up if you let me, yeah. Met her once, she won't forget me. Put her on the bench, nowadays she wanna press me. You ain't a teacher, don't you test me. Or you a IG model where that really don't impress me, yeah. Back it up. Remember on them days I was whipping on the Acura. Look at Bernardino, got the good girls acting up. Told me run the bases, I ain't even have to ask her, bruh. Batter up. Shawty really cake and break fast for the demons, baby. Tell me what you baking, I can tell you what I'm cooking. Thick thighs save lives, got the whole club.
Being an independent artist is honestly awesome. It's really nice kind of having the control over the music that you're doing, not having a lot of hands in the creative process, but with that it's like a double-edged sword. So usually what's needed for like a team of like 10-15 people to handle, you're kind of doing that on the weight of your own shoulders, right? So if I end up recording a song, right, it's like, all right, let's think 5, 6, 7 steps down the process. Okay, who am I getting to finish mixing the song? Who's mastering the song? Who's doing the cover art? How am I going to get this distributed? Okay, 2 weeks after the song's released, how am I going to continue my marketing efforts? How am I going to try to get this to blogs, get this heard, get this out of necessarily my warm market and make this something that's a actual standing piece of what it is itself. Okay, how am I going to perform this now? How am I going to get visuals for this piece, for this project? Am I going to use visuals? Do I want to do a remix for this or things like that? Things that a lot of other people usually handle inside working on something. As an independent artist, you have to more so handle that on your own, and not only handle it necessarily, but at least be the connecting piece that also manages all of it. So making sure it all gets done in a timely way. It's all gets marketed to your social media and then fits on a time schedule, so that way people are consuming it well.
Oh, no, that right there.